Hi guys, did you know that Sony is having a secret sale right now? I didn't, because they kept it secret. Normally they send me an email blast, something like that, to let me know prices have been reduced on some products, but they didn't do it this time. But I found out anyway. Sony, you can't hide it from me. I will list it all in the comments below and the description as well, so you don't have to listen to my charming voice and see my wonderful face. But why wouldn't you? In fact, if you stay to the end of the video, then I am going to talk about this microphone that I'm testing out right now, and I'll compare it to my boom shotgun that is right overhead. This is from Loughton, the LS208. We'll talk about that in a bit. Let's just get into what is on sale. The beautiful Sony ZV-E10 Original. Little Dougie right here that started the whole thing for my channel. Still a very big recommendation for me if you want to get into video, especially in the Sony system. A wonderful way to start is the ZV-E10. It is $100 off right now, making this the best value going, in my opinion. And it's not just great for video, it also does a wonderful job with photography. This one has a mechanical shutter. The new ZV-E10 Mark II, they took out that mechanical shutter, and I think that is too bad, because the mechanical shutter really makes this quite a good hybrid camera. You still don't have an EVF, you know, the thing you look through, the little viewfinder. It doesn't have one of those, but other than that, it's a great photo camera and a great video camera. But if you're looking for a Sony entry point of a hybrid camera that does have a viewfinder and weather sealing that is more photocentric, I would go with the A6400. That is down to $748, I believe, right now, and that is a pretty good price for the A6400. Now, if it's really only photos that you're looking for and you do want an EVF, the A6100 is also on sale, and that is a great way to get into the Sony ecosystem in terms of having a photo-first camera at a really good price that still has that electronic viewfinder. Now, the A6600 is also on sale, and that is pretty much a beefed-up A6400. That one has an IBIS system, and it has a bigger battery, and it is a more robust camera. So the A6600 is also on sale, but be careful that you're not getting too close to the A6700 price, because I would go with an A6700 for a couple of $100 more than the A6600. But check it out, see if you can find a pretty good deal. So basically, all of the previous generation APS-C cameras are on sale. And staying with APS-C, Sony has put their newer APS-C lenses on sale. This is the 15mm f1.4. Normally, that is the lens I use on my FX30 that you're looking at right now. I had to switch to the Sigma 16 so I could show you this 15mm 1.4, but it's just got great build quality, small, compact little lens. You can use focus breathing compensation with your Sony cameras. It is a bit more expensive than something like the 16 from Sigma, but I really have used this lens pretty much every day since I bought it. So to me, it was worth it to have those switches, manual switches from focus to autofocus, and also to have a clicky or not clicky aperture ring. It is a really great lens and $100 off. And another lens I use a ton is this 11mm f1.8 from Sony. A lot of people ask me, what is the best vlogging lens? What is the best wide angle lens for Sony APS-C? To me, hands down, the 11mm f1.8 lets in a lot of light. You can get those nice blurry backgrounds, so small and light. I have it here on my little ZV-E10 Mark II. Look at that. Just fantastic fit for my little APS-C camera. Love this 11mm lens, and it turns out this is probably the most popular lens on this channel. If I look at the stats of what people bought, the 11mm is what people buy the most. They also have $100 off the 10-20 f4, and that can be a really great lens as long as you don't need brighter than f4. It has an all-internal zoom. It is a really small, compact lens. Great for things like gimbal shooting, wide angle videography, and certainly wide angle photography as well. A lot of people like to shoot landscapes at f8 or f9, so the f4 certainly won't bother you in that regard. Moving on to full frame, arguably the best deal is $300 off the ZV-E1. This is one of my most used cameras. It is really fantastic. As long as you're not shooting a wedding for 3 hours or doing a really long podcast where you might get some overheating. I shoot in the studio for often an hour, hour and a half in 4K. Don't have any trouble with this guy right here. Basically, the only time I get any overheating issues is if I'm streaming for more than 30 minutes in 4K going USB-C. Then I just use a little fan from Ulanzi and I stick it to the back, and then it can go and go. So I really think the overheating issues are overblown, no pun intended, for a lot of people. However, if you're someone who is going to shoot in very hot conditions and you are going to shoot for long periods of time, then I would look at something like an FX30 that you're looking at right now. It has a fan, or an FX3, although that will really cost you, because this thing can get the same image quality as the FX3, as it has the same sensor. You still get that 4K 120 at a 1.1 times crop, no crop in 4K 60. This thing is a real beast of a camera in a tiny little lightweight body, and you get that dynamic active stabilization, so you have the smoothest footage that you can get on a Sony camera, and I really love this camera. I recommend it very highly. Now, another camera I bought recently was the Sony A7R5. They had a big sale in December around Christmas, so I picked up the A7R5, and now it is back on sale again, $400 off the A7R5. So now you get that 61 megapixels. I like to use APS-C lenses on it, and I still get 26 megapixels with my APS-C lenses. So I have that really great flexibility, and also it shoots 8K. If you need to shoot it in 8K, you want to reframe things or pan and zoom around your frame, you can do it with that 8K. It still shoots amazing 4K. This is an absolutely wonderful camera. When I was trying to decide if I wanted the new A1 Mark II, when I really took a hard look at the A7R5, that was the one for me, and maybe for you too. And if it is, it's $400 off. Now, the A7 IV is $300 off, making that $2,200, which is an attractive price for a quality of camera like that. However, I will caution you, I have heard the same rumors you have that there's an A7 V coming out sometime this year. I certainly don't know anything definitively. However, in terms of calendar, Sony pipeline, it does make a lot of sense that an A7 V will be announced sometime this year. That's still $2,200 is a great price for the A7 IV. It's just maybe there's an A7 V around the corner and you could get an A7 IV on the used market cheaper than $2,200 when that comes out. Anyway, up to you. If you're looking for a lower cost entry into the Sony full frame world, then the A7C and the A7 III have you covered. They are both on sale. If you are video centric, I would go with the A7C. It has that flip out screen and it has no time limit when you are recording in 4K. The A7 III does have 2 card slots as opposed to the A7C, and it has a nicer viewfinder and a few more photo features. So if you are doing photo first, I would choose the A7 III. If you are doing video first, I would choose the A7C. And of course, to go with the full frame bodies, there are a bunch of full frame lenses on sale. This 35mm f1.8 is on sale, the 85mm 1.8, the 50 1.8, a bunch of the G Masters like the 50 1.2 and the 35 1.4. They are all on sale. I will list everything below. Now, since you stayed to the end, I'm going to ask your opinion of what you think of the audio quality. This is the Lauten LS208. It is a handmade microphone in the United States, and I think it sounds really great. I am going to probably still use my boom microphone in a lot of my videos, but the times when I want a mic just close to my old yap hole, let's say I'm streaming or there's some noise in the background that I need to cut out, then I think this LS208 is the way to go. Let's do a little sound comparison test right now. And remember, I have done nothing to the audio. I don't tweak my audio in post. I just try to buy nice microphones and sound treat my room. I probably should get into learning how to treat my audio. But this is the LS208, and this is the Rode NTG3 microphone. Mark Bennett is as handsome as he is intelligent, which is very. Mark Bennett is as handsome as he is intelligent, which is very. So tell me down below what you think of the audio, and also if you're considering getting one of these Sony products on this nice sale that they're having right now. Thanks for watching this. We'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye-bye.